And the guys that bury these lines, give them a little bit of work. I've seen guys that'll cut the wire right there and there'll be no room. You gotta remember, guys, these people supposed to bury these lines 6 to 8 inches in the ground. I leave a little slack, and then what I always like to do is take a cutter or something, pop this insert out, pull my sod back, or if you've got a shovel works nicely. Peel this back here. Level her up. And again, if you've got a shovel, that works great. Screwdriver, what have you. And you just want to go 6 to 8 inches in the ground. And the reason why you want to go that far, weed eaters, you don't want to do a job and then 2 days later be back out here having to replace the drop just because you didn't put conduit up far enough and they hit it with a weed eater. So I would say that's about it, and then I normally just leave it inside there and cut it. Arc it, split it, that's it. Let's do that. There's the other end of the wire. And then I always, this is not something that you have to do or they want you to do. I always take me a zip tie and just hit it right around the bottom. That way it doesn't come out up here any. See, like so, like that. You ain't got to worry about it coming back out. And that's about enough as you need. That's plenty actually. And then what you want to do is take you a conduit strap. Make it look real nice and neat here. And then I put one down at the base. And then one up the top. You don't have to. Again, I just do it because I treat every house as if it was mine. And Insight likes neatness. Customer likes neatness. You do a neat job, one like that, customer's not going to call in. And you don't have to drill it into the house, get it flush. Like I said, make it nice and neat, and that's it. And there you are. Now when they go to weed eat, they're going to hit this. And this will be buried in the next 4 to 6 weeks. Now you can take and kind of rip back the sod a little bit. That way you don't have so much sticking up in the air. That way when people walk back through here, they're not tripping over the wire that you laid. Alright, now here's the complicated part. Now, you recall, motor outlet's there, and again, see that stuff there? That will cause static pictures, all kinds of stuff that you do not want. Signal loss, sparks, sparkles. Peel it back, make sure your stinger's nice and neat, flush, and crimp it down. Now what you want to do on a modem, you always want the modem to be on the first flip. So my modem's here. Here's the drop. It's going inside. Tighten this down, make sure they're all tight. Now what you want to do is come out, and then to save on wire, just use some of the wire that you've cut from the outlet. And it doesn't matter how long, how much you got to use and all that jazz. It's enough to where you can curl it around and work with it. And again, that little bit right there cause static. That little piece of wire right there wrapped around that stinger will cause static.
I want to say something about why we grounded the first one.
And the reason why we ground is the way, conductivity. If it goes into the input, you might as well make your ground wire go into the input. You just follow. Alright, coming out of the splitter, so again you got your modem, cable input, and then coming out, you'll then go into your amplifier. You never want to come your line coming in and then going out, and your modem going into. Reason being, because a lot of times things can happen to these amps. Sometimes they can push out more than what they're supposed to. Sometimes they can't. Sometimes they get unplugged. Anything. And what you want to do on this amp, you got an RF in, RF out, and then your power in. So you're coming out of the two-way into your amp. So you'll go into your amp, and then what you then want to do is you're activating the rest of the outlets. This job, unfortunately, is not like your average install. There's 13 cable outlets here. You only need an amplifier if you're done above 5-6 outlets. Anything beyond that, yeah, you would need an amplifier, unless they're just getting basic cable. And then, for instance, you wouldn't have to do anything then. All right. So I got my input coming in, and then I want to go out. And what you want to do is just basic math on your output. You want to do is the least amount of splits or splitters possible. So I just assume, alright, I got my cable outlet for my modem, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I got 10 more outlets. So I'm going to go into a two-way, actually, 3, 5, 6, a six-way into a four-way. So yeah. So I'm going to go into a six-way and then out into a four-way. So here's my six-way. And it really doesn't matter because it'll distribute. And one thing you want to pay attention to is your dB loss. Each splitter has a maximum dB lossage on it. Two-way has 3.5. Some of them have 5. The best one Insight has is a 3.5. Now your six-way has a 9 dB loss. Coming to the house, sometimes it ranges anywhere from 16 to a 10 coming from the ped to the house. So this line coming right here, if I unscrew it, my levels are right around going to be on average anywhere from 10 to 16. Alright, you got a 3.5 dB loss, so you're right around 7, 12. Going into your amp, now the output on the amp has a 15 dB, so you're adding 15 to it. So instead of it being a 7 behind the amp, now you're at a 22. So you got 3.5 leg. It brings you down to like an 18.5, 19. Then you got a 9. So you're still going to be right above anywhere from your 0 to 10 dB. Just using common math will tell you that. Alright, so it really doesn't matter which lines you hook up because all these are going to be on their amp. Probably stop it there. Now, what I always do, you want to put these, you don't want to crimp the wires, but you want to try to secure it in the house box. That way when you open it, you don't get overwhelmed with wires dropping, And be careful because you don't want to put any excess holes.